The show Friends is a great example of how a group positively functions together. In many ways, they embody a group counseling group. Friends represents a cohesive group because they are 6 individuals who have a close relationship, help each other work through life's challenges, and give each other support. They each represent one or more specific group roles. As for a facilitator role, each of the 6 friends at some point have played the role of the facilitator. They all have at some point took the lead in facilitating their friend group. But after analyzing seasons of Friends to find the most frequent facilitator, I noticed that Phoebe was the one to facilitate, guide, and be the voice of reason for Monica and Rachel.
Okay, Rachel, why don't you start talking first? All right. I feel that this is totally unjustified. She gave me the green light. I did nothing but... Do you think I can't see you in the TV set? All right, Monica, if there is something that you would like to share... You know, you had no right to go out with him. I'm talking to her. One of you has to take the first step, and it should be you, because she's the one who's leaving. It's harder for her. Maybe you're right. You guys, I think I know what's going on here, okay? You guys, stop! I know that you're acting mad because you think that'll make it easier to leave. But deep down, you're still really sad. Deep down. No, Phoebe, I am mad. Well, deep down. Yeah, I'm just mad.
Phoebe is also the storyteller, often living in her own world and going off on rants that don't normally make sense.
I just have this really strong feeling that this cat is my mother. You mean the mom you met in Montauk? She was a cat? No. She was a human lady. This is the spirit of my mom, Lily, the one that killed herself.
Chandler definitely plays the role of the Joker. He uses humor as a defense mechanism due to his rough childhood and has poor coping skills. He never dealt with his parents' divorce well, and he turns to smoking whenever he gets stressed out, which the group does not agree with.
Very bad. Chandler, what are you doing? Chandler!
Oh my God! You're smoking again? Well, actually, yesterday I was smoking again. Today I'm smoking still.
Why would you start again after chewing all that quitting gum?
I'm telling you, this is just like my parents' divorce, which is when I started smoking in the first place.
Weren't you 9?
Yeah?
Ross is labeled as the recognition seeker / help seeker. He is always moping around in an exaggerated manner and is seeking sympathy from his friends. One of the reasons Ross develops this role is due to his 3 failed marriages.
Hi.
Monica would be considered the energizer and initiator. She's highly competitive and controlling and wants to do what she wants to do, often annoying her friends. She's always stimulating the group, proposing plans for her friends, making goals, and trying to be in control of situations.
All right, I'll play if we don't keep score. Well, then how do we know who wins? Nobody wins. So we're just 4 losers. Super! You say stop, and we stop.
Okay. Stop.
No, come on, we can't stop. Come on, we got 3 more pounds to go. I am the energy train, and you are on board. Woo-woo! Woo-woo! Woo-woo!
Rachel could be classified as many things, but I found her to be a follower in the episodes that I looked at. She started off as a spoiled girl who never had a job and relied on her parents' money, but learned to grow up and become independent. She goes through many fashion jobs trying to impress her bosses and tries really hard to make people like her.
Yeah, what's so funny over here? I thought you didn't smoke. Oh, you know, I thought you guys meant marijuana cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like doobies. And I thought to myself, wow, those guys are crazy. But no, I smoke the regular ones all the time. We get high. No, me too. I'm kidding. Oh, me too.
Joey is more of the gatekeeper and a follower. He always wants everyone to get along and doesn't want there to be any conflicts. He always tries to keep communication channels open. He also isn't confident in his intelligence, so he tends to follow what everyone else is doing.
Really sure what they're talking about?
telling you, it's totally unconstitutional.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a Nobel Prize.
Oh,
no!
I mean, it was like the Algonquin kids table.
Their group dynamic provided an incredible amount of social support for each other. Throughout the season, some friends had to make some really life-changing decisions, and they always had their group to turn to. These are just a couple of those examples. When Rachel had to learn to become independent, her friends were there to support her and help her adjust to the real world.
You know, if you listen very closely, you can hear 1,000 retailers scream.
Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it.
When Rachel found out she was pregnant, her friends were there to reassure her everything would be okay.
If it's positive, we're gonna. Oh, I know. Me too.
And when Phoebe was deciding if she should be a surrogate for her brother, her friends were there to support her too.
Listen, if you decide to do this, we'll be supportive like crazy.
Yeah, we just want you to think it through. Yeah, honey, maybe you can talk to somebody who's had a baby. Like your mom. My mom never gave birth. But my birth mom did.
It would take too much time to go through all the stages of the group's development, but the adjourning or terminating stage was definitely the most emotional and impactful. This stage was faced with resistance and fear of an uncertain future. They were all going their separate ways, and none of them realized how hard it would be.
This is harder than I thought it would be.
It's gonna be okay.
Well, do you guys have to go to the new house right away, or do you have some time? We got some time.
Friends was one of the first shows that touched on real-life issues, which made it so relatable to the audience. One of the best things was that viewers were able to translate the characters' problems into their own and learn how to fix them. Even though they each had lives of their own, they served as each other's daily support systems, and that was enough. Their group never needed outside assistance. Their friend group mirrored a real counseling group. Just like a real counseling group, they helped each other gain new perspectives, conquer life's challenges, and share experiences in a safe, supportive environment.